Good morning. How is you? Yes, I'm fine. I'm Rosemary. Or you can call me Rosie. And I'm happy to be here. It's a good morning. It's a bright morning. I'm a driving instructor and road safety volunteer. And today I want to teach you something very exciting. Some driving skills. Very exciting. Some basics on factors of driving. And I'm going to start with something called observation. Observation is important in defensive driving actually. It means that you as a driver, you have to be aware of what is happening in front, behind, and even on the sides. You have to always be very much observant. You use something called 2-second rules. 2-second rules means you check your mirrors every 2 seconds. So you have to know who is behind you, who is in front of you, who is on the sides, what is happening. Your observation has to be very good. And for good observation, that means your eyesight have to be good. They have to be in good condition. So if you have any eye problems as a driver, it's a responsibility to visit your optician and rectify that. If you use spectacles, ensure before you leave the house you put them on so that your eyesight can be good. Another thing is hearing. Hearing is a very important factor in driving because you have to be able to identify different sounds. Your vehicle might be having some abnormal sound. Maybe the engine have an issue. You have to identify that and take it to a mechanic to be rectified. Even the wheels might have a problem. They might produce some funny noise. Maybe the bearings, zimeisha. So you have to keep checking them. If someone gives you a beep, you have to respond very fast. So your hearing have to be in order. If you have hearing problem, again, visit your doctor. Let them check you, let them rectify. They can help you with hearing aids so that you are able to see very clearly on the road, all directions. You can be able to hear any sound. There's a motorcycle coming. You can hear some changes in noise of the vehicle, some funny sounds coming from the engine anywhere. You should be able to identify and rectify on time to avoid it worsening. General body health of a driver is important. That means you have to be sober all the time. And I mean you have to be sober. There's some things that affect the way the body functions. For example, you have the drugs and you have some medicine, some drugs. There are drugs which you can be given in the hospital. Maybe you're not feeling well. First of all, if you're not feeling well, always be cautious when you're driving and you're not feeling well, because it might risk your life, you might risk the lives of the other road users. So ensure you are fit before you embark on a journey or you want to use the vehicle. Ensure you are fit. If you have been given medication by your doctor or your pharmacist because of something you're managing, always tell them you're a driver. Because some medicine causes drowsiness. So always tell them, and I'm a driver. They can tell you, then you don't take these medicines and drive. Or they can give you an alternative. They can tell you, take them at night or take them when you're not driving. But always tell them. And you can always ask them, does it have, does the drug cause drowsiness? And then they can advise you accordingly. So you don't find yourself in a situation where you have been given medication, you need to take medication, then you are driving, you become drowsy and it becomes a problem. It is not allowed and it is not even safe for you. Then we have the other drugs that people use, which negatively affect the body. There are some injections that people take and they feel high. That is bad when driving because it is going to affect so many things. There's alcohol also. Alcohol is one of the #1 causes of accidents even in the country. Even as we talk right now, 30% of the accidents are caused by drunk driving. And I want to tell you that the penalties are very bad. penalties for drunk driving are very bad, especially in Kenya. The traffic rules are very strict on drunk driving, so don't even try. If you have to drink, get a designated driver to drive you to work or wherever you want to go. But if you're drunk, don't drive. Don't drive. Why are you saying alcohol is bad? You might ask that. Several reasons. Number one, alcohol impairs judgment. It impairs the judgment. So as a driver, it is going to make you make wrong judgments. For example, even during overtaking, you might make wrong judgment and overtake when it is not safe for you. So it makes you make wrong judgment. You might overspeed because it also gives something called false confidence. Confidence ya uongo. It will give you false confidence if you are always comfortable with a speed of 80, 90, 100. So you find maybe when you take alcohol, you get some confidence in you that you can even do 150, 160, those kinds of speeds that are going to kill you. So it's alcohol that is giving the body false confidence, and you end up acting irrationally. So avoid it at all costs. Alcohol impairs vision and hearing. So you find someone who is drunk, anashonga, analala, it is causing drowsiness. So alcohol causes drowsiness, and drowsiness is as bad as fatigue. It is likely to cause accident on the road. So always avoid alcohol or drunk driving because it impairs vision. It also impairs hearing. That is why you find in the club when people start getting drunk, they increase the volume. So you'll hear someone shouting and you wonder, why are they shouting? It has already affected the hearing. So they think if I'm not hearing, then even the other person is not hearing. So they increase the volume because alcohol, it affects the eyes, it affects the ears. And the worst part, it also affects sense of balance. It affects sense of balance. Ndio maana unaonanga mlevi akienda akistaga, anastaga. Balance kwa brain, the center that controls the balance in the brain is already affected. So those are effects of alcohol, impairing balance. And if someone cannot balance themselves, do you think they can balance the steering? So huyo mtu ataenda hivi kwa barabara, atapeleka hivi, and chances are very high that they'll not reach where they're going safely. So it impairs judgment, it gives false confidence, it impairs vision and hearing, and also it impairs balance. So avoid alcohol at all times. Always have keen observation skills and always have keen hearing skills. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to subscribe to the button down there. Subscribe on this channel, Driving with Rosina, and I love you so much. Thank you.